Welcome back to Mrs. C Math 2 class online. This is our part 2 of lesson radical equation. So I have again another 3 set of examples from the PDF page that I will be putting down below. So on page 6. My first video on my part 1 video, I wrote these steps to solve radical equation and I did not erase it for some point that we can still use it as a guide. So let's start. So number 2, so 2, 4, 6, quite like it looks hard, right? But it's not. So second example would be 4 square root of 3q plus 15 equals 12 square root of q. So, first thing, as what the step says, we need to isolate or eliminate whatever we can do to isolate the radical. So, divide both sides by 4, cancel out, and that will have square root of 3q minus 15 equals 12 divided by 4 is 3 square root of q. So, at this point, we can't do we can do anything. So we just need to follow the second part, which says raise each side of the equation to the power of the index. So raise both sides by the second power because your index is 2. If you don't see any index, that means it's 2. This will be canceled out and this will be canceled out, but this 3 right here will be raised to the second power. So now we have 3q minus 15 is equal to 9q. Does it make sense to you? Then combine terms. I will just subtract 3q in both sides. Cancels out. And that will leave us negative 15 equals 6q. Okay? And then negative 15 equals 6q. Divide both sides by 6. Cancels out. Q is equal to, why negative? It should be plus. You see that? It should be plus. Alright, it should be plus. My fault by not looking at the sign. So Q will be equal to 5 over 2. Again, since we cannot divide 15 over 6, and that will leave us a decimal answer, we just need to make it into lowest terms. So Q is equal to 5 over 2. But we don't know yet if 5 over 2 is an extraneous or a solution. So we need to plug in back. So you're going to have 4 square root of 3 times 5 over 2 plus 15 is equal to 12 times the square root of 5 over 2. Again, I replace q by 5 over 2. And then, let's use this space. Again, space is really matters at this point. So that will give you, oh, actually we can use this. 4 times 15 over 2 plus 15 is equal to 12, 5 over 2. Okay? So using a calculator, for those who don't know yet, you can just plug in and use a fraction from this calculator. So I have here just press alpha, y equal, and press equal, and that will give you a fraction part right there. So I will just plug in 15 over 2, and then plus 15, which is a whole number, will give us 45 over 2. All right? So you're going to have 4. You're going to have 4 times 45 over 2 equals 12, 5 over 2. Now, we can't say yet that they are equal to each other unless we still have a radicand which is factorable. So we're going to have 4 times 9 times 5 over square root of 2 equals 12 times 5 over square root of 2. Next will be the square root of 9, which is 3. So since 9 is a perfect square, we can have 4 times 3 square root of 5 over square root of 2 equals 12 square root of 5 over square root of 2. 4 times 3 is equal to 12 square root of 5 over 2. And again, on the other side is 5 over 2. So they are equal. So we can say that 5 over 2 there is a solution. I hope this makes sense to you. Next, number 4. Zian! Number 4, we can isolate some, oh, they are already isolated, so we cannot eliminate anything. So we need to proceed to the second one. Our second step is just raise each side of the equation. So raise this into the second power. Cancel, cancel. U minus 8 is equal to 43 minus 2v. 2v, this is v, not u. Ah, it's a u. It's a u. All right. Then combine like terms. We can have add 2u here, add 2u here. Oops. Cancels out. That will give us 3u. Add 8. Cancels out. And that will leave us into 51. Since 51 is divisible by 3, so u is equal to 17. Let's check. I don't know if I'm right. 51 divided by 3. Yes, this is right. Alright, 17. So, we need to check if 17 is really a solution or extraneous. Copy that. Square root of 17 minus 8 equals 43 minus 2 times 17. 17 minus 8 is equal to square root of 9. 43 minus what's 2 times 17 is equal to 34. Is that right? I hope so. Square root of 9, let's leave it like that. What's 43 minus 34? Is it 9? 34? 43, yeah, square root of 9. So I think they are equal, so 17 is a solution. See, it's easy. It looks like difficult, but it's really, really easy. Alright, number 6. I think this is hard. Alright, since we can't eliminate anything, we just need to go to the second step, which is squared both sides. So you're gonna have cancel out. 6m minus 38 is equal to m minus 5 squared. It means that we need to multiply m minus 5 twice. Or you may use FOIL method. FOIL, you need to FOIL this. So 6m minus 38 equals, again, if you use FOIL, you're gonna use or multiply first term to first term, outside term to outside term, inner term to inner term, and last term to last term. So if you use FOIL by your own, you should come up with the answer of m squared minus 10m plus 25. This should be your answer. Again, I just did it in my head because I know the answer already if you do it through FOIL. Zian! So combined term 6m plus 38 negative 6m plus 38 cancels out. That's 0. M squared minus 16m plus 8, 13, carry 1, that's 63, right? So now we have a trinomial. We need to do factoring so we can have the values of m. So you're going to have m squared minus 16m plus 63 equals 0. So factor each of these. Again, what makes a factor for 63? That will have a sum of 16. So you're going to have, I'll use X method. So 63 here on top and then negative 16 below. Factor for 63, 9 and 7 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 9 and 7. So minus, so both of them should be negative. So then, that's the factor. M minus 9 and M minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, using 0 property, we need to find the value of M. So each of these factors should be equal to 0. M minus 9 equals 0. That will leave us by positive 9. The other one is M minus 7 equals 0. And that will leave us an answer of positive 7. Now, we don't know yet if 9 and 7, shh, Zan, come here. 9 and 7 are both solution or extraneous, so we're gonna plug in back. So I will use this space to checking for number 6. Okay, plug in. So square root of 6m minus 38 is equal to m minus 5. So plug in if m is 9. We're gonna have 6 times 9 minus 38. 6 times 9. What's 6 times 9? You don't know? 6 times 9, isn't it 54? Let's check. 6 times 9 is 54. Yep. So you're gonna have 54 minus 38 is what? What's 9 minus 5? So 54 minus 38, 38 is equal to 16. So what's the square root of 16? Isn't it 4? So this is correct. So 9 is a solution. Yay! Another one, if m is equal to 7, so you're going to have square root of 6 times 7 minus 38 equals 7 minus 5. What's 6 times 7? That is 42. 42 minus 38 is 4. So square root of 4 equals 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so they are equal. So these are solutions. Alright, I hope you like this video. I'm sorry, but I said one of these should be an extraneous solution. I would upload one more example, two more examples, so I'll make sure that those have their extraneous solution. Thank you for liking this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Bye.